What is up, car addicts? In this video I'm going to be discussing the top 10 fastest vehicles in GTA Online for 2023 for the old gen platforms in terms of top speed for the vehicles. Now I did make one last week with the HSW vehicles, which was tailored more towards current gen, so a lot of you guys wanted me to also make a video for old gen as well, which is what I'm going to be covering in this video. And to clarify, old gen is of course PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And just like the last one, I do want to go over a few things. So I want to clarify that aircrafts will not be included in this list. And obviously, top speeds vary based on road bumps, curbs, wheeling on certain motorcycles, etc. However, these top speeds are chosen based on Broughy 1322's accurate top speed testing in a controlled environment for every single fully upgraded vehicle, which is honestly the best way to accurately compare these top speeds. I will leave the link to his channel down below if you haven't subscribed to him, and you really should subscribe to him. He is undoubtedly the king of car testing for GTA by far. Also, for those of you who don't know, the speedometers in first person are not accurate. The only one that's relatively close is the digital ones if you want a closer reference, but in general, the first person speedometers are not exact, so keep that in mind. But anyways, let's get into it. Starting off with number 10, we have the Pariah. So this car held the top speed record for many years in terms of being a normal car, but it now sits in 10th place on this list. It has a base price of about 1.4 million, which isn't too bad considering it's still one of the best cars in terms of track performance for the sports class. Plus it has the highest top speed in the sports class for old gen of a very impressive 136 miles per hour. A great all-around car that I think is still relevant to own in 2023. Moving on to number 9, we have the BF400. So this dirt bike has an incredible top speed of 137 miles per hour when holding a wheelie, and the best part is that it's only $95,000. Plus it's still one of the best vehicles to use in off-road races and competes very well with the Draugr, as long as there's no deep water areas, of course. Continuing to number 8, we have the Scramjet with the Rocket Boost feature. So it has a top speed of 137 miles per hour with the Rocket Boost, which matches the BF400 holding a wheelie. However, I did place this one above the BF400 since it's better in a track situation. So this car has a base price of just under 3.5 million. However, according to Rockstar, on April 27th, the price will be increasing to 4 million, which honestly I think is still a bit much. I truly feel it was priced right at about 3.5 million. But anyways, this vehicle has homing missiles and of course the jumping function, making it a very fun vehicle not only for stunts but some strategic combat as well. Next up, on to number 7, we have the Weevil Custom. So the base price of the Weevil is $870,000 for its normal price and about $650,000 for its trade price. However, we have to add the Benny's upgrade on top, which is just under $1 million. So that totals about 1.6 million with the trade price, or about 1.8 million for the normal price. Now that seems pretty ridiculous for a custom VW Beetle. However, this thing has a top speed of 137.5 miles per hour, which makes it the fastest actual car in the game for old gen without a rocket boost or anything like that. So very impressive there. Moving on to number 6, we have the Manchester Scout. So this bike has an incredible top speed of 139.75 miles per hour when holding a wheelie, and has a normal price of only $225,000, which is a great deal considering the performance this thing has. Plus, it's also the most consistent bike in terms of holding a wheelie, since it literally lets you steer the bike while you're wheeling, which makes that top speed a lot more consistent. Continuing to number 5, we have the normal Oppressor with the Rocket Boost feature. It has a top speed of exactly 140 miles per hour with the Rocket Boost function, which is very fast all things considering, and it has a normal price of about 3.5 million and a trade price of about 2.65 million. However, according to Rockstar, the normal price will be reduced on April 27th to 2.75 million, down from the original 3.5 million, which is a huge difference. So I'm guessing the trade price for this bike should be about 2.2 million, which honestly I think is a really good deal for this bike. Next up, on to number 4, we have the Arena ZR380 with the boost upgrade. So it has a normal price of about 2.1 million and a trade price of about 1.6 million, and a top speed of 140.5 miles per hour with the rocket boost, which is slightly faster than the Oppressor. Plus, it's the fastest actual car from the Arena War DLC that's not a bike, which is pretty impressive. However, keep in mind that this car is not usable in normal races. Moving on to number 3, we have the Vigilante with the rocket boost function. So this thing has an incredible top speed of 147 miles per hour, which is pretty crazy for a vehicle this large. Plus it has the homing missiles, and the fact that it's based on the Batmobile, I mean, come on, it just makes it even cooler. However, it's pretty pricey with a base price of $3.75 million, but again, it's the Batmobile, and it's kind of hard to put a price on something like that, especially with the features this one has. Continuing to number 2, we have the Arena Death Bike with the boost upgrade. So to get this one, you have to buy the original Gargoyle for about 100,000, and then take it into the Arena workshop and install one of the Arena variants on it, which cost about 1.2 million. Then you will need to fully upgrade and of course install the boost upgrade, which costs 400,000 depending on whether or not you have the discounted price unlocked. So you can basically consider this a $2 million motorcycle after it's fully upgraded with everything. However, if you hold the wheelie and boost at the same time, it has an average top speed of exactly 150 miles per hour, which is crazy fast. However, keep in mind that this bike is not usable in normal races. And lastly, before we move on to number 1, we have an honorable mention here that a lot of you guys suggested in the comments from the last video, and that is the regular Gargoyle with the glitched wheel. So for those of you who don't know how this works, you need to fully upgrade the regular Gargoyle and then install one of the 11 large rear wheels, and once you hold the wheelie, it basically gives it a speed glitch to reach an incredible top speed of 171.5 miles per hour, which makes it the fastest vehicle in the game, utilizing a glitch with a specific upgrade. Now obviously there's other vehicles that go a little faster in this when you pop the tires and all that. I've made a series on that in the past, but in terms of just putting an upgrade on it, this is definitely the fastest. Plus it only costs about 100,000, which is by far the best bang for the buck if you just want to go fast for cheap. But anyways, on to number 1, the fastest non-glitched vehicle in the entire game. We have the Reaver. So this bike has an insane top speed of 163 miles per hour when holding a wheelie, which is just incredible. And that not only makes it the fastest vehicle on old gen, but on current gen as well. So the Reaver has a base price of 1.9 million, but honestly, under $2 million for the fastest non-glitched vehicle in the game isn't all that bad, all things considering. Now I will mention that the Reaver does suffer a bit in terms of handling and acceleration, where it sits around the pace of some of the OG top bikes like the Baddy 801 and the Akuma for track performance, but that top speed is undeniably quick and very much worth owning if you're on old gen. But anyways guys, there you have it. Those are the top 10 fastest vehicles for old gen in terms of top speed in GTA Online for 2023. Definitely let me know what other top 10 videos you guys would like to see down below in the comments. Thanks for watching guys, hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.